Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to this pick a card reading. So today we have three groups for a pick a card reading, and I was really inspired to do this reading after I just scheduled the November energy update to be uploaded. So this reading is all about what is November igniting for you. And if you want to know what that means, go back and listen to the November energy update and it will make sense. So again, this reading is on what is November igniting for you. And we have three groups. Group 1 with a tiger's eye crystal. Group 2 with a red jasper. And group 3 with, I think this is some sort of citrine. So go ahead and ground yourself, get centered, choose whichever group or groups are sticking out to you at this time. And I will see you in your reading. The timestamps will be below in the description box. Thank you. Hey, group 1, welcome to your reading. As I just started this, I saw 333 on the recording, so that could be really important for you. Threes are all about communication, they're about harmony, they're about connectedness, they're also about creativity. This tiger's eye, it's really giving me Leo energy. So that 3 is really giving me a creative energy and a creative strength and a strong willpower. These are all adjectives of like a creative Leo energy or Leo fire and of tiger's eye. And the card we got for you is bull. So I really do feel like the fire that's being ignited within you is a creative fire. And it's also one of strength, just like the bull. This card says, bull, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude, which is fortitude. That's also Leo energy, right? And of course, strength, like the lion. But bulls could be a really important spirit animal for you for the month of November. I feel in November, your inner strength is really growing and building. It's like your solar plexus is much stronger and you're more able to easily stand your ground in situations. You have a strong belief in yourself and what you can accomplish and what you can move through and in what you can overcome. I'm really seeing the expression on the bull's face right now. And it's like you're feeling really sure of yourself, which is great. And you're not letting anything or anyone shake you in November. So I just love that. I almost feel like his body looks like a mountain, like looks like it reminds me of stone. So it's almost this energy of like nobody or nothing can knock you off your feet. Let's get some more information for you guys on what is going to be ignited for November. And I'm going to go ahead and candle scry while we do this reading. I also use this exact candle for our November energy reading. So I just think it will be really powerful for messages for us. But pay attention in your dreams if you have any dreams where bulls appear, or if they appear just like in your everyday life, like if you see pictures of bulls or they show up on TV, or if they come up in conversation. This could also be Taurus energy. If a Taurus comes into your life, someone with a sun, moon, or rising Taurus sign, yeah, look for bulls. They can be bringing you messages this month. Let's start out with some oracle cards. I want to start out with the Starcodes Astro Oracle. I haven't used this in a minute, so let's see what we get. More information for what is being ignited for group 1. So look up the angel number 333. Also, to get more messages, I gave you my intuitive messages. I can't recall what the typical meaning of 333 is. What is being ignited for group 1? What? Yes, 10th house, authority and reverse. Like I said, you're building an inner strength. It's like building your inner authority, your solar plexus energy. It's like this strength that's going to carry you forward. And it's like the fire that endures, right? That fortitude we saw earlier, a strong willpower and fortitude and courage and strength. It's all building within you. It's like very solid, I'm feeling. And again, I'm looking at these mountains. It's very strong, very solid. Mountains and trees. Again, like I was seeing, nothing or no one could knock you off your feet. I feel a lot of conviction with this group. Wearing tiger's eye is really helpful for protection, and it's helpful for conviction and confidence. It also brings in a lot of abundance. So I feel like wearing tiger's eye or having a tiger's eye crystal, like even putting it in your pocket or carrying it with you, could be really helpful for you this month. Let's get some tarot cards for you guys. Okay, so where would it benefit them to direct this energy? Where should they direct this energy, this strength, this willpower, this conviction? Where would it benefit them to direct this energy? It's funny that we got the Hierophant in reverse, because that's a card for Taurus, and you guys got the Bull. And then we got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is all a message of not feeling pressured to conform to other people's ideas or belief systems or ways of doing things. And it's like carving your own path and making your own rituals, your own routines. It's like finding your own way. And the Seven of Wands in reverse, it warns you of feeling the need to defend yourself in order to stand your ground or like hold true to your convictions. It's like, be mindful of when you're unconsciously feeling the need to defend yourself to validate your own worth. This is like a message of putting your energy into what feels true and aligned and authentic to you, and not feeling like you have to put your energy into something because you have to prove something to someone, because you have to prove your worth to someone. It's like you can stand true to your beliefs and your convictions without having to explain yourself to everyone, without having to defend your position all the time. Don't waste your energy or your words trying to convince a person who's already set in a belief system about you, who's already convinced themselves of who they think you are. Or, it's something Joe Dispenza says, and I'm not quite getting his words right, but it's basically like, if you have people in your life this is just an example of like having people in your life who've known you for many years, but they still see you as a person of who you were in the past. It's that idea of the parent who always sees you as a teenager. Don't waste your time or your energy convincing someone of who you are when they're already set in a belief of who you are. It's like you can't change someone's way of thinking or their mind or what they believe or what they're going to say or they're going to do. They can only do that for themselves. They can only change themselves. So don't waste your energy doing that. I'm really seeing it in this picture. See how he is on uneven ground and he's higher than all these other wands, right? Somehow you're elevated to whatever this outside opinion is. The Hierophant, it could be your family. It could be an institution. It could be a group, like a social group. It could be an organization. It could just be a system in general. Like you're fighting the system. Like, for example, my husband is in music and he's creating a whole new way of doing a specific genre of music. And so it's like not feeling like you have to fight the system or prove to the system that your way is credible, or maybe not feeling like you have to fight, your family or a particular organization or group, or even, the Hierophant can represent a marriage. It could be, your spouse, your husband or wife, or your religion. It's not feeling like you have to prove that your way of doing things is credible or is valid, because you're somehow elevated above that. You're higher than that. So you don't need to prove your worth to whoever this is. And it only depletes your energy, like your strong willpower, your strong fortitude. It only takes from it. It almost can make you appear insecure when really you do have a strong solar plexus power and strong conviction. Like I said, you have a lot of confidence within you. But fighting off or being defensive when it's maybe not necessary, when it's maybe just because you're being triggered or because the person attacking you and your beliefs lacks their own conviction and their own beliefs. Maybe they don't really know what they believe. So they have to attack you and yours, right? It's just a message of being strong and grounded within yourself. And like I said, not letting anyone knock you off your feet and knowing what you believe in. With the Seven of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck, this is knowing your inner truth, knowing your beliefs, and having clarity of thought and clarity of direction. It's like release self-doubt. You know what you know what you need to do. You're the bull. They're strong, they're focused, they charge ahead, and they're very grounded. This is very grounded earth energy. So it's like trust yourself. Release the self-doubt, believe in yourself. Don't let others' opinions cloud your thinking or pull on you emotionally, because Seven of Cups, cups are an emotional suit. So I really feel like your individuality is growing this month of November, and your ability to separate from conformity or from a group that's maybe kind of held you back or kept you, like I said, they're down here, you're up here now. They've somehow suppressed you or lowered your vibration, kept you smaller in some way, held you back. Okay, more about the challenge they face as the bull. What's the challenge they face? The challenge they face. Group one, the challenge they face. Yeah, releasing illusion. Illusion came up in reverse. The illusion is that you have to do something a certain way, that you have to share beliefs of your family or of a group that you're involved in, or of your peers, or of just the people that surround you in your life, or of society in general. This could represent society in general. There's some sort of illusion you're shedding that has prevented you from being this strong bull energy that just charges forward and goes after what they want. I'm really thinking of the bull, with a bullfighter, when it goes after the red cape or whatever it is. It's like they have this tunnel vision and they know exactly what they want and they're going for it. Block out the outside noise. Hone in on that vision of the bull. Release the illusion, right? Stop giving it energy. Don't look at it. What's going to help this group this month? What's going to help this group? What's going to help this? What's going to help this group? I feel like embracing your own uniqueness and your own way of doing things. For some reason, I'm drawn to keep pulling different decks for you, which I don't normally do this many different decks, but for some reason I'm keep drawn. They're pick another deck. So what is going to help this group? What's going to be their ally, their aid, their help? What's going to help them in November? What's going to help this group in November? Adjacent possibilities in reverse. Okay. There are doors opening for you, even if you're not seeing them. Just like this door in the floor. I think it's really important for you in the month of November, group one, to open up to receiving any possibility. It's going to be something that is outside of your vision, like a door on the floor, right? It's going to be something you're going to trip over it. You're not going to notice it, and it's going to surprise you. So it's release the expectations of the potential manifestation of it, and just be open to receiving whatever this is, however it comes in. That's going to be really powerful for you guys in November. Anything else that's going to help this group? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else that's going to... Leaning into caring connections. So the people who truly see you, they're going to help you in November. Lean into those connections, confide in them, seek aid from them. No, you don't have to do whatever this thing is. You don't have to do it alone. You have people in your life who do truly see you, and they care about you, and they're a resource for you. So lean into those relationships. Any last advice for group one? Last advice for group one. So this card fell out in 10th house. 10th house it can be our career and how we're seen. We got blood sacrifice in reverse with the high road at the bottom of the deck. So again, this is just reiterating that message of take the high road. Don't feel like you need to defend yourself against people who are convinced of who they think you are or what they believe in. They're almost convinced in undermining you and not believing in you. So don't waste your energy on them. The blood sacrifice is sacrifice the need to prove your worth to people and to feel like you need to conform to them in any way, to the way they do things, to the way, this could be releasing the conditioning or the belief of that success needs to look a certain way, or that this is the house of career, it's your reputation, it's results, it's like achievement, right? So it's releasing the idea that it has to manifest a certain way. It has to look a certain way. It has to be this way. That's not your way, group one. You're group one. You're the ultimate individual. You're number one. And you're very creative. And you're going to build doors out of the floor, whatever that means for you, right? Maybe some of you are literally building something in the physical that's never been built before. You know, maybe it's art that's really out there. Maybe you're an architect or an engineer and you're like building something totally different. Maybe you're like my husband and you're creating a whole new genre of music or way of, like, you're pushing, like, I'm thinking of Elvis, right? Like he created a whole new, he paved the way for rock and roll. It's like you're paving this inner fire that's burning within you and it's being ignited. It's like an Elvis thing. It's totally new. It's totally different. It's shaken up the system and it's going to trigger people, and you're going to have a tendency to want to prove your worth, but you don't need to. You know you're worthy, so don't fall into that trap and tag you're it. This is your time to shine. Let's get one last message for you guys. All right, last hero message for them. We got the Fool. This says, in order to succeed, you must find new ways to bring about the achievement of your goals. Yes, that's everything we've been saying, group one. Everything we've been saying. In order to succeed, you must find new ways, a new path, your own path, to bring about the achievement of your goals. Build the door in the floor, group one. All right, I hope this message helped you in some way, and keep your fire burning for November. I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hey, group two, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose group two or this red Jasper crystal. And this reading is on what is November igniting within you. So first message for you guys, as I'm candle scrying, I noticed the wick is like bending. And I don't think I've ever seen that before. And it's doing it all like within the flame. And it's it actually looks, it looks really pretty. It kind of looks like a swan or like a graceful ballerina. I just really feel like that's a message for you guys of whatever is igniting within you. It's going to require you to be flexible, and it is going to require you to tap into some grace for yourself, like the grace of the swan. So for your message, so the card we got, beautiful, we got crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So some of you have got babies on the way. Others of you, this is just a birth of like an enterprise, a new thing. It could be a business idea, a new group you're creating, a movement, a community, you know, an enterprise. Wow, that's beautiful. Definitely, just because I'm a mom, I can speak from experience. Having a baby does make you adaptable and flexible. It does make you bend a little bit. Definitely requires some grace. But you know, it's the same thing when you're, like, for example, creating a new business, starting a new project, even if it's just a passion project, you're going to need all of those things also. So it's amazing. And so what is igniting within you? The crib, that's like a place to nurture and hold. And it's like you're making space for this new birth, whatever it is for you. And I love the red Jasper with this group because this is a stone of grounding. So that's really going to help you guys. It's also a stone of protection and of resilience. I'm really getting that too with the red color and the red in the card, which could be important for you, whether you're birthing a child or a new business or whatever this is for you. All right, let's get some more information on what is igniting for group two. What is igniting for group two? What is igniting for group two? Move the candle over so I can shuffle better. Beautiful. Okay, this just fell out. Okay, sacred space in reverse. Yeah, whether or not this is a baby gestating in your womb, if you're a woman, or if you're, you know, a woman's partner who's supporting that and helping nurture the woman who's carrying the baby, or if this is just an idea birthing within you, or a new creative concept or project, or like a physical, you're working on building a physical manifestation. I see you with sacred space in reverse. It's like you're making space for that. Maybe you're clearing out some clutter in your schedule so that you can give time to this thing in November. Or maybe you're just clearing out old patterns or ways of being that were kind of preventing you from creating the sacred space that was necessary for this thing. Or maybe you're literally cleaning house because you're pregnant and you're going to have a baby. There's somehow some inner cleansing and creating of sacred space I'm seeing here. So that's really beautiful. It's like you're creating the conditions necessary to have the proper environment for this thing to be born, or this baby to be born. Maybe it's also clearing out some fears you could have about birthing, whatever this is for you, because we got the Eight of Wands when I cut the deck, but it was in reverse. So this is all about releasing limitations and illusions. What's the obstacles this group is going to come up against in November? What's the obstacles this group is going to come up against in November? What's the obstacle? We got Temperance. It kind of flipped reverse. I'm not exactly sure if it was reverse or upright, so I'm going to take both meanings. But this is really just about finding balance, like within yourself. If you're trying to birth something new that can kind of shake up your foundations that are already there, hence the root chakra crystal being really helpful for you right now. So this is all just about not going too far in excess in any one way or another. Like, for example, if you are having a baby, this is like not throwing out everything and baby proofing everything, you know, before the baby even comes, or like not going overboard and buying the baby everything before the baby comes. This is like just doing a little bit of all of those things, right? It's like clearing out a little bit, buying a little bit, thinking not, like I said, not going too far in excess and any which way. The same thing with your business or whatever it is you're trying to birth. It's like, don't buy all the things and do all the things ahead of time, because you might end up not needing all of those things, or your business might change as this gestates and grows and develops. So there's that message. There's also the message, Temperance brings a message of like synergy and synthesis. So it's like a combining of things to create this thing that you want to create. So if it's a business or a project or a community, whatever, this is going to be different for everyone, but it's like using the resources and tools that you already have and combining them and collaborating to make a new thing to support, like to make the crib, right? Like if it's a baby, it's like using, maybe you already have some bedding you can use, or maybe you have a crib you can fix up. You know, maybe it's just like adding some paint, or maybe it's getting some pieces that are missing. Whatever it is, it's like using some of the resources you already have and combining it with other resources or other things or some new things to create the environment you want to foster and grow your real baby, or quote unquote baby, right? Displacement. Okay, I don't know if some of you are moving, like maybe if your job's forced you to move, or I want to get some more information on displacement. We got trickery at the bottom too. So I think this can be a message for some of, don't displace your energy and like give into something that, you know, it's more of an illusion. There's trickery, like it's a deceptive energy, maybe trying to distract you or pull away from what really needs to be done, or from what's really going to help foster and grow this baby, like a crib would, giving it a place, you know, to rest and to ultimately grow, right? Babies grow in their sleep. Let me get some clarity around that though. Clarity on displacement and trickery. Clarity on displacement and trickery. Seven of Pentacles. Whatever challenge you come up against in November, it's like, don't let it displace your energy, especially with the Temperance message being here, that message of balance. There's a message of whatever obstacle or challenge you go through in November, it's going to get you through it. Temperance is also about patience. And the King of Pentacles, he is a master manifester. Oh my gosh, look. Oh, that was group one. If you're at all called to group one, they had a bull for their card, for their symbol. So go back and listen to group one if you feel called to. There might be messages there for you. But King of Pentacles is someone who, he really plays the long game. And he pays attention to like every little detail that needs to be taken care of in his manifestation. He is very persistent and enduring and methodical. So with the patience message here, it's like having patience, let the manifestation especially if you're pregnant with a baby, right? Same thing if you're pregnant with an idea, though, or you're trying to birth a new thing. It takes time for it to gestate. It takes time for the manifestation to come into its fullness. Just like this guy right here is having to wait for the right time to harvest his crops. And it's like cultivating the wisdom to know when the right time is. So don't fall into a trap of trickery. It's like an illusion of maybe rushing it or being so caught up. It's like not enjoying your pregnancy because you're so concerned about the baby being here. You know, that's going to rob you of your peace. It might displace you in some way. So enjoy the process. Enjoy the gestating. Enjoy the becoming before the actual birth happens. There's here, the Chariot. It says, continue your struggle and the end you seek will be achieved. Honor, acclaim, and recognition are all possible outcomes for you if you do not quit. Yeah, so again, it's a message of resilience. I saw that with the crystal, remember? So for some of you, if it's a actual pregnancy with a baby, it might not be the easiest pregnancy for you. You know, there could be, like, for example, I'm not saying this is going to be you. These are just examples of challenge that you could come into during pregnancy. But like one example is morning sickness. And these are examples of little challenges you could come up against that are going to require you to have patience and going to require you to give yourself some grace to kind of just to get through it and to also enjoy it. I think it's, you know, the Chariot is all about the journey. So this is really a message group too of enjoying the journey, no matter where it takes you, and no matter if you come into a little bit of struggle, like the card says. I mean, think about it. Like, some of the most beautiful things are created with a little bit of struggle, right? Like, I'm thinking about the diamond. It's put under pressure. And that's what makes it so beautiful and full of luster and shine. It's like, it's worth it because it's a diamond, right? So you're building and growing a diamond. Don't let the struggle deter you or make you impatient. Any more messages for this group? Any more messages? Message in a bottle. Really pay attention to your intuition this month while you're gestating and birthing this thing. It's going to be sending you messages. Water is a symbolism of intuition and the divine feminine. So I really think maybe even getting in touch with water, taking baths, going to a body of water, you're going to be getting messages somehow from water or from your intuition. And that's going to really help you cultivate trust in the process that you're going through with birthing whatever this is. And it's going to give you some alignment and some peace. Again, water is a big symbolism of temperance. See the bird pouring the water into the 2 cups. So I think that could be really helpful and healing for you, connecting with your intuition and connecting with water. Any final messages for group 2? Any final messages for group 2? Aggressively hydrate, especially if you're pregnant with a baby. You need to aggressively hydrate. Again, with the message in the water. That's beautiful. Anything else? Last card. Rewritten history. Yeah, this was like that message I said about before of like clearing out old things. I think this is about just letting go of old narratives. Or I can't think of a better example, guys, but it's like the advanced maternal age mother. It's like we are literally rewriting history. Women are having babies much later in life, and that's totally healthy, totally perfect, totally okay, in my opinion. I see the positives in it because, you're potentially birthing something new into the world when you're older and wiser. You have much more experience in life when you're older than when you're younger. Than my grandmother who had a baby who was like, maybe not, I don't even think she was 20. She got married at 18. She was a child still, and that was difficult for her. So we're rewriting history with this, even though it's not like we're the first to do this. Of course, there's cases in the Bible of women, I think Ruth, who's John the Baptist's mother, having babies, at a later time. I think speaking of John the Baptist's mother, this could be an immaculate conception for someone. I mean, that's not impossible, but you're somehow rewriting history. So just know that rewriting history, it takes time. So have patience, have some grace. And this looks so beautiful, group 2. Congratulations on your upcoming birth, whatever this is for you. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. Don't forget to hydrate. All right, thank you. See you in your next reading. Bye-bye. Okay, group 3, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose this pile right here or this, I believe it's a citrine crystal. And this reading is all about what is igniting within you or what's being ignited for the month of November. And if you're not sure what I mean by that, go ahead and listen back to the November energy forecast and it'll make sense. But okay, for your cards, we got Mountain Road and Mountain, which is so interesting because spoiler alert, Mountain was a card that came up in the November energy forecast. So this group is very tapped into the collective energy for sure. Some of you could have a lot of Pisces in your chart, your natal chart. But for this group 3, so I see you rising to new heights in November. What is ignited within you is this drive to achieve and to conquer. Like when we think of climbing a mountain, these cards say you are on the road to success, major challenge to overcome. So whatever it is you're doing, whatever's being lit up within you for this month, you're on the right track, right? You're on the right road. We do foresee challenges ahead, but I really feel like this is going to offer you a lot of growth for the month of November, a lot to be proud of. There's going to be a lot to celebrate, a lot to congratulate yourself on. It's also going to build a lot of inner strength and fortitude for you guys. And a lot of confidence, which are all aspects of that citrine crystal. This is also a crystal of abundance. This is citrine too. So like I said, I really see you rising to new heights, right? A lot of abundance coming in for this group. Let's get some more information for you. I think I want to use the Astro deck for you guys. More information on what is being ignited for group 3. What is being ignited for group? What is being ignited? We get series, nurture, and reverse. Can I get more information on that? Something is blossoming within you. I'm really drawn to the flower. And I cannot for the life of me remember what the name of this tool is. I think it's like the one, like it might be in some of the death cards or like the Grim Reaper carries or the gosh, if you know what the name of it is, put it in the comments. But it's like I'm seeing you cutting away at some things in November. I'm almost getting this image of like using it like as a tool or like a it's like one of those tools that looks like a machete, or maybe it's a machete, but they use to like if you're like cutting through brush. It's kind of like that idea. Like you're cutting away at the brush to expose the flowers, to let the flowers bloom and grow and nurture. And I don't know much about Ceres, but the Ceres, the sorceress, she was very gifted, very strong in her magical abilities, right? She was this high level, like powerful, unmatched sorceress. So I just feel like that your power is growing within you and you're cutting away. It's like almost like the idea of weeding, right? You're cutting away the brush, you're cutting away the dead, the outdated, the stuff that's weighing you down that isn't contributing to your beauty or your blossom or your growth. Libra, balance in reverse. Yeah, Libra is all about beauty and it is about balance. So yeah, the balance would be, it's like cutting away the dead and the old so that the new and the beautiful can grow. And it's like cutting away the brush, the dead and the old, so you can find your way on your mountain path, right? You have to clear the way for your path. Libra is all about, because it's about balance, it's like about recalibrating your life. It's about looking back on your life and like at your present life and at your experience thus far, and weighing out your priorities, weighing out your actions and deciding, what's worked for you, what hasn't, and just being honest and truthful and fair in your assessment of what's authentic to you, what's working for you. It's also about karma, what good have you done? What has done you good? What's done you justice? It's all these things that seem to be just really important for you to help you arrive at this mountain path and to continue forward on it and to take it and to really ascend and to really ascend up the path. I cut the deck again, and we also see sixth house sustainability. So sixes are also about balance, but yeah, and this is about what's needed to sustain you on the path. We get more information about the challenge. Anything else about the challenge for this group? Anything else about the challenge? Some of you, this could be like an inner path or a figurative path. It's like not necessarily a physical mountain, right? It's like you're traveling your road to success, and the challenges you're to overcome might be overcoming patterns of the subconscious. I think this is symbolizing the mountain for you guys, like what you're to overcome. When it says major challenge to overcome, there's some sort of wrath within you. So an anger and a urge towards revenge in some way, coupled with a potential fear of vulnerability. So I don't know if group 3, if you've been hurt in the past, or if you've experienced some sort of trauma that has incite this inner wrath within you. That's an emotion. It's just energy. And to put in a productive way could really help you up a mountain, right? But if not like dealt with or cleared, like with our little tool, like clearing the brush, not like cleansed or released. Released is a good word. It can really fester. And I think these two are just pointing to the mountain that you're overcoming, the challenge. It has to do within you, and it has to do with potentially something of the past or a subconscious trauma or patterning that has left you somehow exposed and potentially placed a fear of vulnerability or intimacy within you. What's going to help this group? What's going to help them? What's going to help them? 3. What's going to help them in November? What's going to help them? Okay. So whatever this thing is, it's definitely beyond your control. Wheel of Fortune has to do with bigger energies like karma, destiny, fate. We saw karma come in with Libra earlier. This is all just about maintaining your own sense of centeredness, even when there's chaos and conflict around you. So it's like staying on your road to success, staying on your path that you cleared, and that's going to carry you up the mountain. The way I like to think of the Wheel of Fortune is like keeping calm in the eye of the storm. It's like you can't control bigger energies like karma, destiny, fate. You can't control what's on the external going on around you. All you can do is control your inner environment. So that's the biggest thing that's going to help you in this month of November. And you are on the road to inner transformation because we have death coming up in reverse. So it's like, don't resist the change. Don't fight the climb up the mountain, because it is going to be really transformative for you. It's going to be really powerful. Like I said, you're going to have a lot to be proud of once you surmount this mountain, once you get over the top. Another tarot message for this group, the moon. It says your imagination will bring you success if your thoughts are coupled with practical action. Yeah, so I think that's, again, just the Wheel of Fortune message. It's controlling your inner environment, controlling your thoughts, and then also continuing on the path, like it says, controlling your emotional environment, your thought patterns, doing some inner work with your subconscious, maybe some Jungian parts work to help you uncover what this is if you don't already know. And then matching it with practical action. The practical action would be doing the actual parts work. Look that up if you don't know what it is. But you can do this through journaling, through active imagination, because it is talking about imagination, through therapy. Just continue the path, because you're headed in the right direction, group 3, even if it feels a little bit of a struggle or chaotic. What are the last messages for group 3? What are the last messages for group 3? The Witch in reverse, the season of the Witch in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, this could be a witch wound. It could be a fear of being persecuted, with that fear of intimacy or vulnerability I saw earlier. this could be coming in from another life or from this life, but this is really just somehow either in another life or previously in this life, you were persecuted for being who you are, or this is a fear of being persecuted for being who you are. So really to deeply step into your authenticity and to free yourself, to liberate yourself, to overcome this mountain. This is something you're going to need to heal and overcome. What's going to help them with this? What's going to help them heal this wound? What's going to help group 3 heal this wound? What's going to help? So really group 3, this is really igniting a wound within you, but it's also going to ignite a lot of healing and transformation like we talked about. It says the high road. Yeah, it's going to elevate you. This is part of your ascension process. This is your path to higher levels of consciousness and to a better life for yourself, to more internal peace and balance of Libra, right? This is your path of ascension, group 3. So take care of yourself. Get yourself some citrine or some grounding crystals. Get some sunshine. I can see that can be really healing for this group. And look into parts work. Look into active imagination or journaling. Things that are going to help you process this mountain climb, this journey. All right, group 3, I hope these messages helped you in some way, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye-bye.